Hi, this is the Hotbox, telling you that this video might have some sensitive stuff in it, so take a second if you need to and go check out something else. Otherwise, please enjoy the show. When I'm recording this video, it's been nearly a week since Halloween. However, just because Halloween passes doesn't mean the nightmares will end. No, much like the spirit of Halloween or actual Spirit Halloweens, the nightmares will always return. Spirit Halloween has been more consistent in my life than the Waffle House, and that's saying something. But what was supposed to be a concert, a place of fun and escape for many, quickly turned into a tragedy. So today, we are going to take a look at how the irresponsibility of an artist and of their organizers can result in things that can't be undone. Things like hundreds of injuries and multiple people dead. So let's buckle up, sit back, and talk about the Travis Scott Astroworld tragedy. Welcome back to the channel, new and returning, young and old, fans, haters, and everyone else in between. If you're new here, why not subscribe? It's quick, it's easy, just takes a second, and you can always undo it, but it really does help out the channel a lot, so thank you. And I'm going to once again warn you, the audience, that today's video will be covering an incredibly sensitive topic that does include the loss of life. Several graphic pieces of video will be used. This is because the pure atrocity of what happened here does not deserve to be hidden or forgotten about in just a week. This footage should serve as a grim reminder and a reality check for all of us. And now that the warning is out of the way, our story begins with rapper Travis Scott. Travis Scott is the stage name of Jacques Webster, an American rapper. Born in Houston, Texas, the site of his big blowout show, Astroworld. The festival gets its name from a defunct theme park, Six Flags Astroworld, which was also located in Houston, Texas prior to its closure. It is also the name of an accompanying album that Travis Scott released in 2018. With festivals, much like with anything, a certain degree of responsibility and forethought is expected. And not only expected, required. These are people who are trying to get out and have a good and what they expect to be safe time. Now, I know a lot of artists encourage raging at shows, but even then, there is a boundary between opening a pit and practically brushing over someone's death.
What is that? If everybody good, put a middle finger up in the sky.
Multiple deaths, I should say, because Travis Scott's Astroworld Festival canceled in the wake of multiple people confirmed dead, over 20 people being hospitalized, and hundreds of other injuries and treatments, people as young as 10 years old. But wait a minute, what is a 10-year-old doing at this kind of festival? Who would let this happen? Everyone responsible for hosting this festival, that's who. Because it was mismanaged from the start. And to support that claim, I would like to show you footage of the gates. Do you know the feeling of looking at something and feeling a sour taste in your mouth? Because that whole scene makes me nauseous. There are multiple times you hear people cry out, "Yo, stop," people openly calling for the crowd to take a second, to come back to their senses, as it were, because something like this is senseless. No artist should be making y'all act like this. I understand being hyped to see your favorite artist, but this is disrespectful to not only the people immediately around you, some who are on the ground begging for help, but it's disrespectful to the safety of everyone. Towards the end, you can see people busting through what look like security checkpoints. I mean, it even looked like some of the tables got overturned. Security checkpoints are there for a reason. I will happily have a metal detector waved in front of me like a magic wand, because that metal detector is also running over everyone else, and might just be the reason you don't get shot one night. Not just that, there's always people bringing unsafe drugs. I'm not here to tell you to do that shit or to not do that shit. You make your own choices, but I want to encourage you to be safe, to make sure your shit is clean. And while there's always going to be people with laced or dirty shit, security checkpoints do catch a lot of threats. By disregarding security, you are only making it harder on yourself and everyone else around you. And by the way, I don't think the guys with the big bulky cameras were really doing anything to help. Who even are these guys? Are they just recording footage for the Astroworld DVD? Who am I kidding? No one uses DVDs anymore. I'm old. The point is, why are we lugging around cameras when this is obviously a desperate situation and people need help? But this was only the beginning of the nightmare. As the night went on, the situation only escalated. News broke of a developing situation as fire trucks and ambulances were dispatched to the Astroworld Festival. Shortly after, we had confirmation that several people had been transported to the hospital, and then after, we had confirmation of 8 people dead. These people died of a phenomenon known as crowd surge. Essentially, large masses of the crowd surge forward, which creates tight spaces that suffocate people. These people died standing up, and everyone around them, organizers, the artists, the crowd, ignored them. And the disrespect from everyone involved only gets more gross. Here's footage of an ambulance vehicle trying to get to unconscious people, while members of the crowd dance on top of it and just keep singing. At this point, the responsible thing for the artist to do is to, after they've noticed the ambulance, stop the show. Here's how Travis Scott reacted.
What is that? If everybody good, put a middle finger up in the sky. Okay, where my guy, man? Come on. Yeah, all that. 2 hands to the sky. 2 hands to the sky.
2 hands up, y'all, 2 hands up.
Y'all know what y'all came to do. Chase me, let's go.
Whoa.
I wanna make this motherfucking ground shake, goddammit.
Whoa.
Here we go.
2 hands up, when there should be hands on the ground helping people. And the fact that his hype men are just backing up everything he says doesn't make it any better.
Y'all know what y'all came to do. Chase me, let's go.
Yeah, I do know what I came here to do, Travis. Stay alive. And this isn't the first time that Travis has done something like this, by the way. In 2015, Travis was arrested for inciting a crowd at Lollapalooza. People at his shows are often encouraged to rush security or jump gates. I don't want to hear that this is a one-time mistake when there has been a track record of this behavior. I want to play you an old clip that's been doing the rounds in the face of all this. This is a video of Linkin Park handling an emergency in their crowd. Take a note of the differences.
Hold up. Yo. We got a little problem up here.
Pick him up right now.
Everybody up. Sorry, you guys. We gotta look out for safety first, for real. Nobody gets hurt. That's number one.
Hey, yo.
We'll play this shit, the whole shit again if you guys get up, if you guys are all right. Okay, watch yourselves.
Hey, yo, man. We know we've been stressing all night about being cool, and this is the reason why. Let's go over it one more time. When someone falls, what do you do? When someone falls, what do you do? That's right, people.
In stark contrast, Travis Scott calls for the crowd to rage on when that same crowd is giving CPR to one another. A large portion of this footage is blurred, but the look on these kids' faces is horrifying. No one goes to a show to be a mortician. But this is perhaps the most alarming piece of footage. This is Travis Scott calling to have a body removed from the crowd and then continuing his show.
ahead, slowly. We need somebody to help him. Somebody passed out right here. Somebody passed out right here. Hold on, don't touch him, don't touch him. Everybody just back up. Security, somebody help jump in real quick. Keep going, just keep it just right. Somebody jump in, come on, security, get in there, let's get in there, let's get in there, let's get in there, let's get in there. Yeah. Yeah.
Following this, multiple people came forward with their experiences. I'm going to play you a couple of those right now.
You couldn't breathe, you couldn't see, like, just imagine all the people they're gonna find tonight who was in that crowd, who nobody could see, who nobody could hear, who passed out, and everybody was just trampling on top of them the whole fucking concert. Like, in the VIP section, it was so many bodies laid out, people was getting pulled out who was fainted, and the medics were trying to give them CPR, and they was flipping them over, and like they was literally turning them black and blue. Like I never seen death in my fucking life, bro. What was so crazy, like people were screaming help, trying to tell Travis Scott, they was like help. The whole crowd was just going like help, help, help. And he just kept going, bro. Like so many people's lives are gone tonight because they wanted to go to a fucking Travis Scott concert and have fun. You know, he influenced people to be raging and all this shit. So many people broke in and it was just chaos, bro. It was a living fucking hell, bro. Imagine seeing all those dead bodies, and that was just by me.
That's okay, we see you real quick. Thank you, let's do it.
Y'all were in there, bro. Shut the fuck up. Exactly right. Y'all weren't in there. People are fucking dying. I want to save somebody's life. That's somebody's kid.
Two hands to the sky. Two hands to the sky. Two hands up, y'all. Two hands up. Y'all know what y'all going to do. Chase me, let's go.
Multiple stories outside of video evidence surfaced as well. Posts from concert goers detail that medical staff was missing a lot of critical equipment, like AED units or defibrillators. Had it not been for stingy organizers, people's lives could have been saved. A concert goer says, Astroworld? No, asshole world. I don't care who you are or how famous you are. I don't care if only one person is screaming to stop because someone is hurt or dying. You stop the fucking show. To literally scream who told me to stop and keep playing, trash. To film ambulances going through the crowds for an Instagram story, trash. All of these deaths were completely avoidable. The concert should have been stopped the moment the gates were torn down and rushed before the show. Your show and your clout is not worth someone's life. Just like your life isn't worth seeing your favorite musician live. It isn't. To touch on this last point, multiple people use this as an opportunity for us to re-examine who we give a pedestal.
No band, no public figure is worth losing a life or taking somebody else's. We as a collective need to understand that the people that we idolize are strangers. We don't know them personally, as much as we like to think that we do. And strangers could be anybody. Where does the line stop? Because it clearly doesn't stop at dying. This generation has a serious problem. If you are that self-absorbed to the point that you are willing to jump and dance and chuck and jive over somebody's unconscious damn body just to see an artist, I think it's time to reevaluate your mindset. I really do. The lack of care that a lot of people have for human life is terrifying.
Travis made follow-up posts to the festival on Twitter and Instagram.
I just want to send out prayers to the to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, you know, anything that's going on, I stop the show and, you know, help them get the help they need, you know? Y'all know what y'all came to do. Chase me, let's go. Let me go! 5, 7, 4! We've been working closely with everyone to just try to get to the bottom of this. The City of Houston, HPD, Fire Department, you know, everyone to, you know, help us figure this out. So if you have any information, you know, please just contact your local authorities.
And something that was important, and the mayor just said it, but I want to hit it again. 9:30, right there. That's when a few people started going down. Our people stepped up and immediately went to the producers and told them, hey, people are going down. This show ended at 10:10 p.m. So I just want to acknowledge that.
Everybody continue to just keep your prayers. I mean, I'm honestly just devastated, and I could never imagine anything like this just happening. I'm gonna do everything I can to keep you guys updated and just keep you guys informed on what's going on. I love you all.
Travis talks about not being able to imagine the severity of the situation, but in that context, you always have to assume the worst. When you're responsible for that many bodies, you can't have the mindset of, oh, somebody else will take care of it. You need the mindset of, it's time to step up. The Travis Scott Astroworld tragedy was entirely avoidable, but now leaves behind scars and memories that will last for some a lifetime. So what can we do? We can remember this incident. We can hold the events and people responsible for them to higher standards and actually take action when those standards aren't met, because otherwise we are perpetuating a cycle that will just keep resulting in things like this or worse. And that's everything I have for you today. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and share the video around. Spread the word. Whenever you're watching this, I hope you have a good rest of your day and an even better tomorrow. I love you. And before you say it back, look in the mirror and say it to yourself. And I will see you in the next episode of whatever I make. And until next time, this has been the Hot Box. Bye.
What do you think this is? Waiting for an excruciating amount of time and possibly some of the worst conditions imaginable, all for something you have no idea if it's worth it or not.
This channel is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Click the link, please. I need to buy bread.
Everything's fine, 'cause the merch in the store is hot, it's burning, it's trending, I'm buying.